Um, Hi to all. In this video, we are going to see about different types of starting of synchronous machines. Okay, synchronous machines are not self-starting motors um, because we know the rotor as well as stator having the same speed. So it will be just like locked. Okay, if you want to rotate, we should increase the torque or power of either stator or rotor. When we vary these things, we can get the uh, torque. Okay, so there are three types. One is by reducing the frequency, another is by external um, motor, another is damper winding. Okay, there are three types of uh, external motors, another is third one is damper winding. Okay, these are the three types of uh, starting the synchronous motors. Okay, first one, by reducing the frequency. To reduce the speed of the rotating magnetic field of the stator to a low enough value that the rotor can easily accelerate and lock it with the its during one off cycle, okay, of the rotating magnetic field, the rotations. This is done by reducing the frequency of the applied electric power. Okay, the reducing the frequency is a tedious job in the olden days. Nowadays we have power electronic devices and cycloconverters. There are so many devices are used for reduce the frequency or change the frequency. Cycloconverters are used to convert constant frequency of AC into variable frequency of AC. That things are used for this type of motors. Okay, see, motor reducing the frequency, but supply frequency generally reduces 50 to 60 Hz in the case of maybe. However, variable frequency voltage source can be obtained from dedicated generators only in the olden days. Okay, but nowadays very unusual special devices are present. Cycloconverters, inverters, rectifier inverters are there. Okay, which can be used to convert constant frequency AC supply to a variable frequency AC supply. Okay, this way we can get the variable frequency. With the development of such modern solid state variable frequency drive package, it is thus possible to continuously control the frequency of the supply connector to the synchronous motors all the way from the fraction of hertz to up to the even above the normal rated frequency. In such a variable frequency drive unit is included in the motor control circuit to achieve speed control. Then starting the synchronous motor, it is very easy, simple. Adjust the frequency to very low value for starting and then raise it up to the desired operating frequency for normal running. This is the one way of starting the uh, synchronous motors, that is changing the frequency. Second one, I told no, motors starting with the external motor. Okay, here what we are giving, because stator as well as rotor having the same magnetic field. So here for the rotor, the external motor will be connected, the axis will be connected to the external motor, so it rotates up to synchronous speed. Then we give a supply to the stator. Okay, in the second method of starting synchronous motor is to attach external starting motor, pony motor. Okay, generally we are using the pony motor method to bring the synchronous machine to near about its rated speed. Okay, the pony motor is connected to the rotor of the synchronous machine. The pony motor rotates, that time the rotor will be rotated to the synchronous speed of the synchronous machine. Okay, but not exactly equal to it, as the synchronous process may fail to indicate the point of closest to the main switch connecting to the synchronous machine to the supply with the pony motor. Then the output of the synchronous machine can be synchronized or paralleled with its power as a generator. The pony motor can be detached from the shaft of the machine of the supply to the pony motor can be disconnected. Once the pony motor is turned off, the shaft of the machine slows down. The speed of the rotor magnetic field BR falls behind B net. Okay, momently, and the synchronous machine continues to operate as a motor. As soon as it begins to operate as a motor, the synchronous motor can be loaded with the usual manner, just like the any motors. Okay, the pony motors will be connected. Once it reaches a synchronous speed, the pony motor will be removed from the circuit. Okay, this whole process is not cumbersome as it sounds, since many synchronous motors are part of the motor generator sets, and synchronous machines is the motor generator set may be started with the other machine service as a starting motors. Moreover, the starting motor is required to overcome only the machine's inertia of the synchronous machines without any mechanical load. Okay, since only with the motor's inertia must be overcome, the starting motor can be have a much smaller rating than the synchronous motors in it going to start. Generally, most of the large synchronous motors have brushless excitation systems mounted on the shafts. It is possible to use these exciters to the starting the for the motors. Okay, the final method. Motor starting using damper winding. Okay, as already mentioned earlier, most of the large synchronous motors are provided with damper windings in order to nullify the oscillations of the rotor whenever the synchronous machine is subjected to a periodically varying load. Okay, damper used for both purposes. One is for hunting the uh, to avoid the hunting. Another is for starting purpose also. Okay, damper windings are special bars laid into slots cuts the pole face synchronous machine and shorter out on each end of by large starting smaller squirrel cage rotors bar silent pole rotors with sets of damper winding shown in the figure. Okay, these are the thing damper windings will be there. Okay, whenever the stator such that connected. Okay, induction motors. Method of starting synchronous motor by means of auto transformer tapping method. Yeah, auxiliary motor. I told no that one. This one is the auxiliary motor type. Auxiliary motor is nothing but the motor is a pony motor which will be connected separately uh, with the motors with the synchronous motor. Uh, Whenever the rotor reaches its maximum speed, then the motor will be disconnected and motor will rotate. Okay. DC excitations field armature are related strength. No synchronizing gear is required, and in addition, the cage windings acts as a damper winding when running, thus servicing to prevent hunting. On account of the large starting current required by the method, it is usually to start to reduce the voltage. As with the cage type induction motors, this reduced voltage at starting is derived from tappings of auto transformers, method known as tap starting. Okay, so there are three types of methods of starting is there. One is reducing the frequency, and second one is the external prime movers. Another is the two is damper winding. Okay, external prime movers is a pony motor used, and for reducing frequency we are using cycloconverters are used. In damper windings we are using damper winding as a um, part to starting for the synchronous machines.